there something different you're trying to do with the lineups or anything?
No, not really. We had a couple of guys leave late last year, and in terms of filling our roster out, it just so happened that the guys that left were guards. Okay, we lost Lee Moreland, we lost Irvin Morris, we lost Josh McSwiggan late. Okay, 3 guards, and we've replaced them with 3 guards. Yeah, so we're always going to carry at least 6. Yeah.
Last year, before the end of the season, going with that 4-guard, 1 big lineup. Is that
Yeah.
something you're going to carry over into this year?
No, I doubt it. No, that was out of necessity, the fact that we didn't have bigs. And with the return of Matt Willm, and we're certainly hopeful that he's going to be able to endure the wears and tears of the season. And Kelvin Jones, who's joined us, who's 6'11", 250, the return of Paul and Terry, I think that we're going to have enough players that we're going to be able to play bigger at times, certainly play a big at all times.
You had a tough road season last year, like with a lot of road losses. Any improvements you plan to make for this season?
Well, we weren't a very good defensive club last year, and we've been very good in the past, but last year we just weren't. We didn't have the ability to protect the paint. Didn't have the big guys that could get second chance rebounds, take care of those things. We're hopeful that we'll be a little better in those areas. Yeah.
Coach,
you have a relatively young team with just 1 senior.
Yeah.
What are some of the young guys that you're expecting to step up this year?
Well, we've got 4 guys that have played quite a bit for us in Matt Willm, Terry Wynn. We've got Dominic Artis, Omega. Gives you a core. And there are other guys like Jake Flaggart who haven't started that may have an opportunity. Trey Touchette that have been around for a while. They give us 6, veteran-type players. Paul Thomas got minutes a year ago. It's 7 guys. So, you're always going to have some newcomers. You hope they're going to be able to provide help. And I don't know who those guys will be out of that group of 6. That's going to be determined here over the course of the next 4 or 5 weeks as we play.
Matt Willms returning, how excited or anticipated are you about his return?
Well, Matt is a guy who is, in my opinion, could be the best big guy in our league if he's healthy. And Matt has not played now in a year and a half. He's not been able to have any activity at all on his foot. Last Thursday, he got to play in his first pickup game. And I'm not in very good shape, but I'm in better shape than Matt Willm right now, okay? He has not been able to run at all, put any pressure on that foot at all. All he's been able to do is some little half-court drills, trying to catch the ball in the low post and refine or try to remember some of his low post moves. He's been away from the game. I don't think this first semester we can expect great things. We're hopeful that he'll play himself into shape through practice, and he's going to be able to endure, what are going to be very taxing practices.
What are your thoughts on the talent level of the rest of the league, MTSU and ODU and teams like that?
Yeah, I think there's, some real strength at the top in our conference. I have no idea where we are going to finish, but I do know that UAB has everybody back for the last 2 years from a team that won a game in the NCAA tournament. Middle Tennessee State has their core people back in Upshaw and Giddy Potts. It should be terrific again. Old Dominion should be outstanding. I think Rice will be a real sleeper in our league, and that they might have the very best backcourt in our league. Western Kentucky seems to have really added some very good players, surprisingly so. Some players that you wouldn't expect might show up at Western Kentucky. So we've all been scratching our heads about that a little bit, and we expect them to probably create great problems. Marshall, again, very, very difficult team for us to play against a year ago. So the league's going to be good.
You were ranked number 6 in the preseason poll, and none of the players were ranked in like the preseason all-conference. Does that give you motivation for the season?
Well, hell, you just hope that they're not right, and then maybe we're going to hope that they are right. You hope that you're at least in that group. Who knows the preseason polls, what they mean, what they reflect. We have no idea, but I do know that we've got some key players returning. We're hopeful that they're going to be better. we're hopeful that we've added some key players to this team that can really help us. And you know, I know that these kids are really excited to be here. They're excited to be playing, and we're excited to be working with them.
What would be this team's biggest strength this season, Coach?
You know, who knows? My guess is we should be very good in the backcourt. And it's a great place to start in college basketball with Dominic and Omega as guys that have played a lot of basketball that really understand what we're trying to do. We weren't there a year ago with Dominic being a newcomer. You know, we've got the potential possibly to be a much better interior defensive team, a team that can protect the paint with Matt and Kelvin Jones at 7'1" and 6'11". We got the potential to be a better rebounding team than we were a year ago. Now, where the points are going to come from, I'm not sure. We lost some scoring, but you know, I think that we have guys that can shoot it. We're going to have to be clever at times in terms of where we're getting guys shots from. But being picked sixth in the league, hopefully that's you know, hopefully the people are wrong about that, and we're a little better than that.
Okay, so Matt, you're returning this season. How do you feel?
I mean, coming off an injury last year that was pretty devastating. There's been many players with my foot injury that haven't been able to play again, so as of right now I'm pretty grateful that it's held up, and hopefully that I can help out this team that, you know, in a position we didn't have last season, so I'm going to help out in that way. So I'm really excited being back.
Coach Floyd was joking that right now he says he's in better shape than you are. Is that true?
I mean, I won't say I'm in shape, like the best shape I've ever been, but I mean, I don't know about all that. I don't think he's, you know, really good shape at all.
So the first game of the season, are you like excited, anticipated? What are your feelings for like your performance?
I mean, I'm not worried about how I really play. I just hope that as a team we can get a lot better. And because last year we weren't very good on defense, so I'm hoping to help in that area. And then, I mean, if points come or blocks, rebounds, whatever comes my way, then, I mean, that'll make me happy.
Last year the team had to go small out of necessity, and it kind of hurt them on rebounding. How tough was it to watch, you know, just be on the sidelines and watch that sort of unfold?
Well, I mean, the one play that still, like, I remember clear as day wasn't so much the rebound as when we played Marshall, and they had that easy layup right to the lane to finish off the game in the conference tournament. I just look at that, and it was lack of size. And I mean, the guys still performed their hardest last season. I'm not going to take that away from them, but I mean, I feel like with more height now this year, I think it's going to be a lot harder for the teams to get into the lane.
Would you say you're back to 100% and ready to go?
Back to 100%. I don't know about that yet. I haven't played in. I've been doing some pickup games against the guys. I felt fine, but I mean, I still have to do all the stuff that's going to be harder on my foot that I haven't tested out since I've had my surgery in January. So I mean, within this next month, I'll really know where I'm at.
So you're the senior on the team, the one with the most experience. How do you think leadership will be an effective role for your position?
Just being the point guard, I'm gonna have to be a leader. Just being here last year, I kind of know what Coach wants. I'm trying to implement that for the younger guys.
Losing Lee and losing Robert Morris, obviously, going to hurt a lot. Coach was talking about where the scoring is going to come from. How much of a burden do you feel to be a primary scorer?
Definitely. I feel like I am going to have to score a lot more, but within the confines of what the coaches want. So just being able to shoot the ball a lot better and limit my shots, but still have shoot them at a high percentage would be great.
So like having a little more size back this season compared to last season?
Great. Rebounding is definitely going to help. We still all going to have to hit the glass, but just having that extra bit of size, changing shots is going to help a lot.
So it's you and Omega Harris at the backcourt. How much of an impact of shooting do you all think y'all going to have?
A lot. Just as you said about with the scoring, it's going to have to be a big part of us. We're in the gym every day trying to get that right.
So it's your senior year. Any future plans after the season, or?
I mean, hopefully I'll still be playing for some money, but that's really on coach and what my family thinks. So we're just going to keep it at that.
What do you think the ceiling is for this team this year?
I believe Elite Eight in my mind. I went to the Sweet 16 with Oregon, and I feel like we have that same type of chemistry here. We got the size and we have the talent at each position. So with a Hall of Fame coach in my eyes, so I feel like we can get it done.
When you're the new guys stepped up, you noticed that they're going to contribute right away?
I know Kelvin Jones is going to contribute a lot for us. It's his size and just the way he changed his shots. He plays hard. He's new to the game, but he's open to learn. But definitely Kelvin Jones, another guy. Also Deion Barrett, another guard, and Tim Cameron will be a big help for us.
Last year, you guys were running up and down the court. Are you looking forward to getting back to UTEP basketball defense?
Yeah.
A big guy.
Yeah, no, definitely. We're gonna have to play defense. Last year we were coach's worst defensive team, so that's part of what happened to our losing season. So we're trying to get that going.